Alright, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why most men will never be lean in their life. If you are trying to become lean, there's a lot of things that you have to understand and take into account. The first thing you have to understand is you have to know about being in a caloric deficit. You also have to understand the right type of foods that you need to eat and consume in order to be in a low body fat percentage. The other thing you have to understand is the training routine, strength training, whatever form of exercise that you do, you have to understand the science behind it, whatever it may be, whether it's weightlifting, calisthenics, etc. Now, this can vary from person to person. Everybody's situation is different, and because of that, the results may differ from person to person. Your genetics can play into it as well. But I can honestly tell you that becoming lean is not difficult, and it's not impossible. It's for damn sure not impossible. If you really want it that badly, you can make it happen. I currently weigh 170 pounds, but I am lean. I'm not fat. I'm not skinny fat. I have good muscle definition, and for the most part, I take care of myself. Am I perfect? No, obviously, because nobody's perfect. But I have a good lean physique, I would say. And I would say most people would agree with me on that. The first reason why most people won't ever be lean in their life is because they don't understand how losing weight actually works, right? So in simple terms, the way you lose weight is you have to be in a caloric deficit, which means you have to burn more calories than you gain. You have to burn more calories than your maintenance calories. Your maintenance calories are calories that are the usual calories that you consume on a daily basis. So for example, if your maintenance calories is 2,600 calories a day, that is the maintenance amount of calories that you consume on a daily basis. If you want to lose weight, you have to be in a deficit, which means you have to burn more calories than your maintenance calories. You would have to consume, or in that case, you would have to burn more calories. So to lose weight, let's say for that example, your maintenance calories is 2,600, right? You have to basically consume less calories than that on a daily basis, not just one day or any other day, on a daily consistent basis. And over time, you will lose weight. The second thing you need to do is you need to strength train. I cannot emphasize this enough. Strength training is so important when it comes to losing weight, and it's what actually helps you lose weight faster. A lot of people are under the assumption that cardio is all you need to lose weight. Now, I'm not saying cardio is not important, because it is. It helps with heart health and everything, right? When it comes to your breathing, your respiratory system, everything. So yes, cardio is very important. I'm not counting that out. What I'm simply trying to explain to you is that you will lose weight a lot faster if you strength train, lifting weights, calisthenics. If you really want to get ripped, I would recommend calisthenics, because you're just focusing on your own body weight. You're not relying on weights to get stronger. A lot of people make the excuse, oh, I don't have a gym. Man, you don't need a fucking gym to get in shape. Nigga, you could work out in your crib. You could do push-ups, pull-ups, dips. You can order a pull-up bar from Amazon. Like, stop making excuses, bro. You can get in shape. You just have to really want it that badly. You don't need a fucking gym membership. There's people out here that can't even afford a gym membership. With the way this fucking economy is, with everything being so fucking expensive and shit, most people can't afford a gym membership, and I understand that. This is why I tell people you don't need a gym. You can just work out in your crib, do some push-ups, some pull-ups, some dips. That's all you need. Them niggas that be locked up in prison and shit, that's all the fuck they do. A lot of them don't be having access to weights. So all they do when they're in their cell is just work out, because they don't got nothing else to do. All they do is eat shit and sleep every day. They don't got shit else to do. So they work out to make time go by. And you could do the same thing when you're in your crib. You can't go to a gym, just work out in your crib. The other thing you need to worry about too is your diet, what you're eating on a daily basis. What type of foods are you eating? If you're eating high caloric foods that are very fattening, right? And have a lot of sugar in it, right? So if you're eating fast food, processed junk food, chicken, fried chicken, french fries, cheeseburgers, donuts, pizza, I could go on and on. If you're eating those kind of foods, then of course you're gonna stay fat. Of course you're not gonna lose weight. You're eating processed fast foods. You gotta cut that shit out, right? Sorry, you're gonna have to cut that shit out. If you wanna lose weight, you gotta stop eating that shit. Real shit. I'm keeping it real with you. You're gonna have to stop eating that shit. You want things in life, there are gonna be some sacrifices that you're gonna have to make to get those things in life. I hate to tell you it, but that's the truth. You're gonna have to cut those things out. And instead, you're gonna have to incorporate whole, healthy foods into your routine. So these could be chicken, eggs, fish. If you don't like fish, you could do red meat. If you don't like red meat, then just do the chicken and eggs. You'll be perfectly fine with just chicken and eggs. Rice, right? Personally, there's nothing wrong with rice, right? You could do white rice, brown rice. White rice is a little bit more high in carbs. I mean, they're all carbs, but it's a lot of starch in white rice. So you gotta be a little careful with that. But if you like brown rice, you could do brown rice. You could do sweet potatoes. You could do quinoa if you're vegan, right? Like, it's so many options, right? You could do fruits, vegetables. As a matter of fact, if you're trying to lose weight, I would really recommend fruits and vegetables. That is a mandatory. You gotta be eating fruits and vegetables if you're trying to lose weight and be lean. You got to. And the fruits I recommend: blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, bananas. Don't eat bananas too much because they're very high in sugar, but bananas are good. You could do apples if you like apples. Seeded grapes, right? Notice how I said seeded grapes. Don't eat the seedless grapes. That's GMO. You want to stay away from that. Make sure you're eating actual real seeded grapes. The same thing with watermelon. It's the summertime, it's hot now. So this is the perfect time. If you like watermelon, make sure that you go to your local's farmer's market and get you a good watermelon. That will not only hydrate you, because watermelon is really high in water content, but it will also help you lose weight. And watermelon is filling. You can eat watermelon and be full as hell. You will not be hungry after that. And if you are, you're just a fat ass. I don't know what to tell you. You're just a fat motherfucker then at that point. Because I tell you this right now, if I have some watermelon, I'm not going to be hungry after that. I'm good. I ain't going to want to eat nothing after that. I'm straight. You feel me? But yeah, man, just incorporate whole foods, chicken, eggs, right? Sweet potatoes, steak. If you like steak, red meat, ground beef, right? Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. If you like fish, you can do salmon, right? Cod. Like, it's so many healthy foods, so many healthy options that you can do. Tuna, right? These are the type of foods that you should be eating, because these foods are high in protein. They're very calorically dense foods. So these foods will not only help you achieve your fitness goals, but they will keep you full. So when you're eating these kind of foods, you won't be hungry, and you won't go into like this binge eating type of frenzy where, okay, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're over here eating Twinkies and shit, going crazy, drinking cola. You want to avoid that at all costs, because that's just pure diabetes at that point, and you need to stop. So that's what you need to focus on, right? Your diet, your strength training routine, and really understanding how losing weight actually works, right? You got to be in a caloric deficit, burn more calories than you gain, right? So I just told you, like before, if your maintenance calories is 2,600 a day, you want to make sure you're eating below that consistently every day. That's how you lose weight. And then vice versa, if you're trying to gain weight, then you want to eat more than your maintenance calories. Simple, right? Simple, straightforward, not rocket science. Where a lot of people struggle with is the fact that they are not consistent. They're just lazy and they don't have the discipline to keep going even when they don't feel like it. And that is the problem that a lot of people have when it comes to their fitness journey. It's just the ability to just show up and be consistent. But If you like the video, man, let me know if you like more videos like this, man. My goal for this YouTube channel is to really help inspire and motivate people and just give people a new perspective on not just fitness but just in life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be talking about all sorts of things on this channel, so make sure y'all stay tuned, man. And yeah, man, hope y'all have a good day. I'll see y'all later, man. I'm out.